Alright, and welcome back everyone. Today, during our last lesson of the topic, we'll be learning how to solve two operation inequalities. And while we do that, I want you to be thinking how this is similar to solving two operation equations, which we've done a lot of, and how is it similar to solving one operation inequalities, which you've done a lot of. I'm going to do the first four problems with you, and then you're going to do the next four on your own and have that checked off, and then probably work on an IXL or some other assignment. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to solve these problems. I'm going to use both methods. I'm going to use the flow chart on this side and then the balancing method on this side, just so you get a feel for both of them. So just like with an equation, we have the three bubbles. So A goes in the first bubble, and then times 3, and then an empty bubble, and then plus 2, and then the last bubble is minus 4, or negative 4 I should say. So going back, we have minus 2, negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6, and then negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. So we use the same symbol, negative 2, circle, and then when we draw our number line, we just put our solution in the center. This is going to be an open dot, because it's an open dot whenever there's a less than or a greater than symbol. So we're going to do an open dot. And then A is less than negative 2, so you're going to shade in everything that's less than negative 2. Okay. So just a reminder, when you have this symbol and this symbol, it's an open dot. And when you have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it's a colored in dot. Okay, over here on this side, we're going to add 4 to both sides. We have 5b is greater than or equal to negative 25. Because remember, you're at negative 29, and then you're adding 4. If you subtracted 4, you would go more negative to negative 33. But since you're adding 4, you go less negative, and you go closer and closer to 0. Then we divide by 5. And we have b is greater than or equal to negative 5. So again, we use the same symbol that we had above, and we write our solution. B is greater than or equal to negative 5. Draw your number line, put negative 5 at the center. If you look at the symbol, we have to use a closed dot. So you have a closed dot at negative 5. And then in this case, it's greater than or equal to negative 5. So we're going to shade in everything that's greater than or equal to negative 5. Alright, I'm going to make a flow chart for this problem. So M goes in the bubble, and then you divide by 4, and then you add 6, so going backwards we subtract 6 to get 4, and then we multiply by 4 on our last step, and 4 times 4 is 16. So we have M is less than 16. So we circle that. So m has to be less than 16. So if we look at the symbol, we have a less than symbol, so we have an open dot. And m is less than 16, so we're shading in everything that's to the left. Alright, last one I'm going to do with you. I'm going to do the balancing method for this problem. So I'm going to subtract 8. So I have negative 7d is less than or equal to negative 7. I'm going to divide by negative 7. Now here's where we have to be careful. Remember in the previous lesson we learned that dividing by a negative number and multiplying by a negative number flips our inequality symbol. So this inequality symbol now is going to get flipped to a greater than or equal to symbol. And negative 7 divided by negative 7 is 1. And the reason we flipped the symbol is because we're dividing by a negative number. So anytime you multiply or divide with a negative number, you flip the symbol. So if you multiply or divide by a negative, you flip the symbol. Okay, so that's our solution. Go to the number line, put 1 in the middle. So again, this symbol here means we have to use a colored in dot or a closed dot. And it's everything that's greater than. So we're going to shade in everything that's the greater than. Okay, you're going to turn the page over and you're going to answer the next 4 questions and then have that checked off by us. Alright, go ahead, get started.